Ladies and gentlemen, round 2 of the NBL is done. Today we're going to go through, look at the scores. Let me share my thoughts and opinions because you guys really want to hear those ones. I don't like a podcast, but not really, because it's only going to be on YouTube. And it's in the style that you guys liked in the previous video, so I thought, why not run it again? And it makes it easier for me to make. But let's go through it. First game we had Melbourne versus Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, 103-83. This was actually a really good game. Southeast Melbourne actually looked pretty good to start this game. I think they were up in 3/4 time or something like that. I mean, Nathan Slater was going absolutely off, but besides him, they had no one else to help with the offensive load. I mean, Jesse Edwards, I mean, he had a nice dunk for Melbourne. Like, Melbourne are good, man. Melbourne are going to be very good this season. I made a video on Instagram earlier. First of all, this is disrespectful for the NBL to post this. Mitch Creek, probably the best dunk I've ever seen in my entire life. This dunk was insane. I mean, yeah, man, here we have it here. 66-70 in the third quarter with 2 minutes left. And then Melbourne absolutely just ran away with it. Melbourne were not better, just more depth. I mean, I guess Southeast Melbourne were good for like 3 quarters, but the important Nathan Slater, he can't go full 40 minutes just going absolutely 100% on offense and having to defend as well. Oh, Adelaide also signed their new player. I think he comes this week. I think he's playing this weekend, maybe. But he averaged like 14 points over in Puerto Rico. So that's pretty good. And he's a big man as well. And I think he can stretch the floor. That's a pretty good pickup as well.
Outplayed, out-toughed. I just told the guys in the locker room they did to us what we would like to do to them.
I mean, yeah, I guess like towards the end of that game, they were just a lot more physical on defense and they were able to rebound and stuff like that. Southeast played pretty good, like up for 3 quarters, and they played really good against Cairns. Like, I think they'll be okay. It's just offensively, they don't have the firepower they need. And I think they can still go out and get another import. I think they're going to wait a bit to make a decision before that. But yeah, man, good job, Melbourne, getting that win. This guy right here for Cairns, I want this hat. I need this hat, either my logo or the Wildcats logo, and I'll rock it every single week. This dude is an absolute icon right here. This game was crazy, you know. If you follow my Instagram, which you should do, I was putting it on my story. I had a crazy reaction to this one. Jack McVeigh had the ball behind his back. Jalen Adams literally shoulder charged him, put his shoulder into Jack McVeigh's face. It was called a jump ball, Brisbane ball. Crazy. And then Freeman Liberty rolled his ankle on the game-winning drive. It was freaking crazy, but it was a good win for the Cairns Taipei. That's what they need to do. Jack McVeigh had 19 points in it. Yeah, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. 9 assists. I mean, look at some of these highlights. This is just crazy stuff. Now, one thing I have noticed with Cairns is when Jack McVeigh has the ball, especially if he has it in the post, hopefully it shows me like something soon, but everyone's stagnant. Like, look at this. No movement at all. Very stagnant, which, I mean, I know this is highlights, so you're not getting like the full picture here, but can be problematic, especially when teams like learn how to defend him properly. But they're just letting it go 1-for-1, and other than that, there's not really any actions. But I think Adam Ford said they're gonna get through that eventually. Andrew Andrews as well, just fresh off the plane, putting in work. He didn't start the game that good, but someone that can bring up the ball, he's looking good for them. He's going to be a really good pickup. He played pretty well against Sydney as well, when we'll go through that. But man, Jack McVeigh absolutely cooks here. But this is crazy ending to this game. 50-50 on the reffing, but it kind of went both ways, so it was so-so. But that's what Cairns need to do. They need to get these wins, especially at home and on the road. It was just an overall good win for Cairns. What do you guys think of this? They are the Geelong of the NBL.
Grand final weekend, they are the Geelong of the NBL because of how well they recruit year in and year out.
I'm not sure. I feel like Wildcats are probably closer to Geelong. I mean, we win grand finals, first of all. Probably have Melbourne more of like a Collingwood type. You know, they recruit well, like Worthington said, but then they also make finals, but then not necessarily win all of them. I hate Collingwood, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of see where he's going with this, but they don't win like all their grand finals, so I don't know. Oh, if you want a good game, this was a good game. Wildcats versus New Zealand, 78-89. JLA, obviously player of the game. He was an absolute beast for them. But this game was a really good one because Wildcats, we were up pretty much the entire game, and then Breakers just went on an absolute run. I was watching this game at a mate's house, and I was literally screaming at the TV, give JLA the ball, because he was unstoppable, and there was multiple possessions where he hadn't touched it, and it was like, what is going on? I think even the commentators were making a point on it, but like, good coaching by JR to put his son in and realize, yeah, we need a facilitator, a really good point guard, someone with high IQ, and if that dude isn't getting more minutes, that's crazy. I gave him the nickname Jerron the Seedling, really, okay? Because on the broadcast they said, good job putting your seed in the game. So the Seedling is his new nickname. Hopefully that can take off. I'll tell you what, Karim Lopez, dog. Man, he is going to be so good. I'm not sure if he can defend at the NBA level yet, but his upside is amazing. His 3-point shot was on as well. He looked he was the best one out there. He's only 18 years old. That's a great player. This is what I want to see. This was a good call too, in the name of the father. That's pretty good. But man, just the balls on this kid to take this 3. Splash, kid. I think we're the same age, but man, by far the most exciting thing about this game. He's not a DP. He's like an official NBL player. Let's be for real. Like, he should have a full roster spot. I think he just took a while to make his decision on if he wants to come. If you're a Wildcats fan, you have to be excited about him. I know he had a lot of talk because Nepo and whatever, but man, that's not a Nepo situation because this dude can absolutely hoop. I'll tell you something. He was training with the Wildcats all the off seasons during his college career, so deservedly needs to be there. Oh, then we had the banner night for the Hawks. Look at that. The banner goes up. That's always beautiful to see. Man, JaVale McGee, oh my goodness. He was insane. 32 points, 13 rebounds. This guy is so athletic. 37 years old. Look at this. Throwing it down. Look at this post work right here. This is just unreal. When I saw this play in the first quarter, sorry, Clay. When I saw this play in the first quarter, I was losing it on the couch. This guy is insane. Now, the worry part about this Illawarra team is the drop coverage, because them in that drop coverage looked iffy. If you're going to play drop coverage, you need to be able to really freaking good at rotating. I didn't really see it. So, I mean, good job on Tassie getting the win. Like, the storyline was JaVale McGee, but Jack Jumpers came out with a win. And I don't think Bryce Hamilton is getting the respect he deserves. Bryce Hamilton is an absolute hooper. But I mean, like, if we're getting this every single week from JaVale McGee, oh my goodness. I think there was some concerns about his cardio as well. He was like having 2-minute stints where he was going absolutely crazy, and then he'll come off and then come back on again. I think he had heaps of lung problems over in Puerto Rico, so that's probably why. I feel sorry for Jack Jumpers because they came out with a really good win, but the storyline is just JaVale McGee. And he's coming to play Wildcats this tomorrow, as the time of filming this. I'll be at that game. Speaking of dog, Jack McVeigh has one of them inside him. He is an absolute hooper. Probably the best mentality out of any player in the entire league. Go check his Instagram because he's on one. But 77-74 for the Cairns Taipans. Oh my goodness. This game was actually really fun to watch as well on Cairns side. What's his name? Andrew Andrews. First of all, I'm not going with the whole name so nice, gotta say it twice thing. I don't like that at all. But Andrew Andrews is an absolute hooper as well. I know I say this a lot, and granted, any player in the NBL is a hooper. But Andrew Andrews cramps, goes on the Sydney bench and still comes out there cramping, still takes a sidestep 3. Ugh. But Jack McVeigh, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He's facilitating out there, man. Let's look at some of these highlights. He's hitting these shots. Like, look at that. That's just tough work right there. But Cairns look really good when he's on one. Like, he has to be pretty much going at 100% all the time for them to be really good. He's defending really well as well. Rain Smith, unsung hero. He's shooting absolutely everything. He steps on the court. He goes, yeah, I'm going to shoot this. He's really good as well. Rain Smith's mindset is also pretty good. Check out his social media as well. But yeah, Jack McVeigh also really good. Again, though, when he's going one-on-one, very stagnant. I think there was a point in the game where Admiral Schofield squared up to someone. That was entertaining and fun to watch. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, look at it. Admiral Schofield just squaring up to him, bro. You good, bro? You good? But then also Sydney just couldn't hit a shot. I think they were 4 for 28 from 3 or something like that. Don't 100% quote me. I think Kendrick Davis also took like 26 shots. That's absolutely ridiculous. And I just make a video on Jalen Galloway, and he only takes like 4 threes and misses all of them. Maybe I'm a curse. I think Sydney Kings are really going to bounce back. I doubt they're going to have a shooting performance like that again. But man, Cairns, these are the wins you need, especially tough teams against Sydney. Good old Adam Ford. Now, I have no idea, but this Adelaide game, first game for Bryce Cotton, was probably the most viewed game of the entire round. Dude went off 39 points, and he was hitting crazy stuff. Now, a lot of the talk is, what was the defensive strategy for him? Brisbane are down a few players, especially really good defenders like Mitch Norton and stuff like that. But apparently Bryce Cotton took some offense. Like, why you got him guarding me? That's absolutely ridiculous. And a fun storyline was it was Mark Arena's 41st birthday, so they thought Bryce was going to try and get to 41 points. But I think Adelaide looked really good, especially Cheatham right here. He fit in so well. I think he had 14 rebounds himself. He's going to be the glue for this team. But Bryce and Isaac Humphries worked really well together. And then bringing in this new import they got, man, this team's going to be pretty scary. They only lost by 7 points. Brisbane only lost by 7. Now, another talking point, is whatever Stu Lash is doing. So apparently he's not coaching. He's got his assistant coaches in the huddle. Oh, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I do know if I was a coach, I would hire assistants that are smarter than me, but I'd probably be conveying the message. I'm not really sure what's going on, but we'll see how it goes throughout the season. Obviously, Bryce Cotton was player of the game, 39, 6, and 3. I mean, these highlights were just absolutely ridiculous, man. Are we going to get another Bryce MVP season? Because that's crazy. Let's look at the ladder. Melbourne 3-0 with a percentage of 122, and I think they're averaging 101 points a game as well. Adelaide 1-0, Tasmania 2-1. I really like Tasmania. I think they're going to do really good. Obviously, they have a few injuries at the moment, so we'll see how they go there. Cairns, I'm going to be honest, I don't see them keeping up here. I don't know, I feel like Cairns are really hard to judge. Just because with McVeigh at the moment, there's no movement going around. If they get the movement going off ball and McVeigh can dish out, I think they'll look pretty good. But at the moment, like McVeigh's still getting pretty good assists, but there's no movement off the ball, so see how that goes. Southeast Melbourne, man, if they can't get an offensive weapon, I do not see them doing well at all. Now, granted, they can play defense, but just offensively, I don't think they're going to score enough. Perth, obviously, I was actually a bit worried there with New Zealand. And obviously, Mason Jones, 0 for 8, I think, 0 for 7. Wasn't a good look. But I think we found a lineup that works really well. Like, Jerron probably should be starting. It should be Jerron, Mason Jones, Windler, Doolittle, JLA. Like, I think that's a really good lineup. Now, I want Hengel starting, and I think he deserves a starting position, but I just think the way this team is built at the moment, I think Mason Jones is better coming up as a 2. Doesn't have to worry about facilitating as much and can just go out there and score and put up absolutely everything and hopefully make them this time. Brisbane, I think they've been a bit unlucky at the moment, especially with all their injuries, and they've been in really close game situations. Like, to lose the way they did against Cairns, pretty, like, tough break. Sydney, I don't know, like, they just couldn't hit any shot. Like, I think they're going to be up here a lot as well. Illawarra, man, it was just the defense. That drop coverage just killed them. And then obviously not having another scorer as well. New Zealand 0 for 3. That coach has got to go. He's absolutely awful. Isaiah Brockington didn't have many scores. Like, I don't even know. He wasn't even getting that many touches. We're building a new culture around here, but I just didn't like it. I thought it was quite gross. But all in all, man, it was a pretty good round. It was fun to watch. Like, this is the one I saw. Nathan Sobey and John Brown for MVP over Bryce Hamilton. What Bryce Hamilton's been doing? That's kind of crazy. JLA, yeah. Bryce Cotton, yeah. JaVale McGee, yeah. Tyrell Harrison, yeah. He's actually been pretty good as well. Jack McVeigh, yeah. But Bryce Hamilton needs to be on here because he's been going off. The leading scorer, Bryce Hamilton's not there. That's what I mean. Like, Hamilton, like, why isn't he on this list? The Bryce Hamilton disrespect, it's getting crazy. But I'm really excited for this Wildcats v Hawks matchup. That's going to be super fun to watch. Taipans vs 36 is going to be pretty good. Bryce Cotton versus Jack McVeigh. We'll see how that one goes. Kings vs Breakers. If Kings don't win by 50, there's something wrong there. Bullets and Jack Jumpers. Battle of the injured players. 5 Jack Jumpers coming out with a win. But there's the round wrap up. Let me know what you guys think of this style of video. It's a lot easier for me to make rather than having to go through the box score and write down all the stats and everything like that. And it's probably a bit more interactive, a bit more fun as well. But yeah, I like making these type of videos. Let me know if you guys do as well. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you need to do. I'm out. Peace.